welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma Toys, and as you know, and I've been speaking about, obviously the merchandise has turned up. There you go. Anybody thinks, you know, I've not really done it for a vain thing. I think the picture's quite funny. But basically, it's just when I've been to toy fairs and when I've been to stuff, people ask me like, oh, I always politely ask to film at their film, not just get my camera out. Once they ask me permission, they're normally like, have you got a YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel? Obviously, when I say Cypher Sigma, people are like, how do you spell that? It's so literally the whole point is these t-shirts. So when I go to toy fairs, when I go to movie, you know, like any Comic-Con or something like that, I can basically wear one of these, and if people are interested in me or my content, take a picture of my t-shirt, job done. There it is. It has the address or the thing to search in it anyway, and you've got the picture, so you know it's me. So anyway, so this is kind of a payday pickup haul. So yes, I've come back from holiday. I have money burning a hole in my pocket. When I'd been, or just before I left for holiday, I had heard the news. Obviously, Game have decided to turn all their employees to a 0-hour contract. Now, for me, I know they'd had mass reductions anyway in staff and product, because as you watch my videos, I've been going for there for quite a long, for the past year or two. Probably a year and a bit this video, but I've been actually going there longer. I've been finding some good bargains in there. Because the 0-hour thing makes me concerned that there is something happening, so it made me want to go to Game. I went to the MK Game store. It's right next to the CEX one, if anybody hasn't been in a big shopping centre, so it's quite convenient for one. Two, they have a lot more stock than my little game that is in JD Sports, so that's why I wanted to take advantage of it, and I'm glad I did. So two, I've only picked up 2 figures, but we shall get into the video footage now. And here we are in Game. As you can see, several reductions obviously on the labels. Obviously we've got a few Dungeons and Dragons figures here from the TV series 80 or the 80s cartoon and the film. A lot of other ones, kind of Warhammer type figures, a giant Stitch, Pops and Fortnite. It is quite an odd ensemble that you normally see in Game. There's a few other bits. Nothing around the side. Then we switch over to the other side. Obviously, so we've got some Power Rangers reduced, some Power Rangers not reduced, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles slightly reduced there. You see Wrestlers, Beast Wars. I got this one when it was reduced in my game, or my local game, I should say. Some Jurassic Park and some Mask, and then we go up to the Transformers. As you see, there are some quite good reductions. Obviously, that Megatron does keep tempting me, 24. But I'm not the biggest fan of the character. Obviously, this Tiger Hawk, I have the original, but he's almost 60, and there's a triple changer there, but none of those are reduced, unfortunately. Another Megatron. Then we've got this massive Optimus Prime statue, looks quite cool, and then a few other smaller ones. Yeah, as I'm not even focusing. I do like the look of this character on pictures, but seeing him in hand, I'm not the biggest. Air Razor, just checking the shelves, see if there's anything else. A load of Pops. Yeah, I think they've gone past their heyday. Some anime stuff. So we've got My Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, some Star Wars. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I do kind of gloss over them. Apologies if you are. And then obviously we get into the Marvel Legends stuff. Again, kind of gone past my time mainly with them, but obviously X-Men 97 cartoon. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I quite enjoyed it, but don't have Disney Plus anymore. So there's a Spider-Man there. Look quite cool, like Superior Spider-Man maybe. And then look, we've got some Skrull, basically some redos with Skrull heads and a little bit of change in the paint. We've got Thor and the Destroyer. Tony Stark from the Infinity Saga there. Blackbirds, masks, the usual stuff. And an alright looking Magneto. And a few other bits here and there. Moira McTaggart from one of the recent storylines. And then we go over here, obviously a load of random bits. Strider from He-Man, more Pops. few other cheaper made figures and some more Dungeons and Dragons. And a Buzz Lightyear as well, just off camera. And there is that footage. Hope you enjoyed it. I tried to get as much as I can. You see some of the prices. I mean, the fact of some of the Transformers, you see the brand, you know, it's like 60 quid, or you can get it for 24. I know it's different ones, but you get a good price of how, you know, how cheap some of this stuff is, how Game are having it. I do not know, but the main reason I went for it is they did have some Dungeons and Dragons figures. Now, I have the first series and the special edition Dungeon Master and I needed the final three. So funnily enough, as you'll see in the video, we have Sheila here, so Bobby's older sister, with her invisible cape. So very glad to have her in the collection. Obviously Lee's retail, even though it says 25 there, that is probably what they go for. It's really hard to find them any less, and the fact these were 18, I could not resist. And then we have Eric. So obviously with his protective shield and little one. I do like the artwork, I never keep it, which literally leaves me with Presto. He is the only person to get, and then I have the whole set, and then I'm done. And maybe if they did a giant Tiamat, but I don't think they will do. I think they've kind of, these haven't been received, I don't think, that well as they were expecting, obviously with the movie and everything else. But those were my two pickups for this video. Now, what I didn't want to leave it too short, and as I say, it's been paid. I've been getting loads of stuff there, so we've had lists turn up as well. So I thought I would open this, as well as including everything else. So this should be something from eBay. This is something I bought when I was on holiday. So, as you may or may not know, if you follow my channel, apologies for the noise, I've been very fortunate when I went to the NEC to pick up some figures of a line that I really were after. And there's some figures in this line that I still need to get. And the one, or the hardest one, if anybody doesn't know, I'm talking about Toxic Crusaders. Now, the hardest guy to pick up, complete, seems to be this guy, Junkyard. Now, there wasn't any when I searched him for him and when I went to the NEC. Him complete with all the accessories, you're looking 60, 70 upwards. Loose figures, I couldn't see any of them. Now, they had two of them. There was one for like 20 and one for like 18, and this person said you could make an offer on it. So I made an offer of 15 plus postage, and I accepted it. Now, he is missing part of his tongue, so he should have a really massive tongue, and as you see, he has a little bite feature like that, which I think is quite cool. Obviously with the Playmates, he is a very colourful, got his tail, got none of his weapons, but I'm not fussed about that. I really want the characters, and it's him, it's I think Bonehead and a Radiation Ranger, and then I will pick up little bits. As I say, I was quite fortunate to get almost a complete Toxie, a bit, and Major Disaster I'm mostly done as well. These I will just pick the other bits up as and when I go along, but I thought it was cool to add to this video. So there he is, my little Junkyard dog. Nom 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 nom. Do you like Dungeons and Dragons, or do you like Toxic Crusaders? Let me know what your views and thoughts are on these toy lines down in the comments below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things you want to do, and I shall see you in the next one.